I'm inside and I saw Star Trek the original series, The Immunity Syndrome. It is directed by Joseph Penby, written by Robert Sabaroff, and if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode starts when we're following the USS Enterprise. You know, they're getting a little bit of signals like, hey, what happened to the SWAT station? Oh, what happened to the Intrepid? Also, Spock starts to feel, oh, wow, I'm feeling something. The Intrepid just died. How does he know? Well, there's like 400 Vulcan just manning it. And as a half Vulcan, he can feel when 400 Vulcan minds die. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. You know, I don't think I have the ability to sense when another human dies, so I think that's pretty cool. Also, before I get off of this subject, we have McCoy is like, what? 400? That's so weird. Wow, that's wacky. Wacky. And of course, Spock's very logical answer is, well, why is it that you humans can justify the death of one person, but it's hard for you to justify the death of many people? You like to say that Vulcans are cold-hearted, but you know, it seems like you guys are cold-hearted too. And I'm like, wow, you just killed McCoy with that. Ooh, amazing, I love it. All right, anyway, so the Intrepid's gone. And then there is just this patch of black in the middle of space, which is weird because space is full of stars that you can see in the distance. And then there's just this weird patch of black, it's just nothing. And time to send a probe in. Send the probe in. Got any information? Nope. All that we know is that it's draining our energy fields, and it's dragging the USS Enterprise closer and closer to it until they're in the middle of it. And now they're in the middle of it, and now their energy just keeps on going down, just keeps on going. Oh boy, what are we gonna do? Everyone's having a mass hysteria. What's going on? Why is their energy levels down? Do we got any readings? Mr. Spock, do you got any readings on the computer? Insufficient data. All we know is that it's some sort of energy field and we don't know what it is. Well, I guess we should go in reverse. Oh, reverse is just forward. What a weird place to be in, right? Where you have your ship and everything that is opposite is true. It's kind of like Southpaw. Like, you know, the Southpaw, the controller. Like, instead of it's up, it's down. It's kind of confusing. It's like that. It's what reminds me. Anyway, so we got all the ship's controls. If you go forward, you're going backwards. And so it's like, oh, well, if we pushed forward, we're lurking backwards. Well, we gotta go forward, more forward. And this is not a logical solution. This is not a logical situation whatsoever. But it seems to work. It's the thing that's working. I like Spock's analysis of this because he's like, the Vulcans are very logic-based. This is a very illogical situation. I don't think they would have even stopped to think about this could be some other third party that's taking their energy and just drinking it like it's a juice or whatever. It took an entire ship. It took an entire solar system, which is insane. It's intense. Wow, this is a lot of people it took. Oh boy. And it's just going to consume and consume and consume unless the USS Enterprise doesn't die while dealing with this creature. Because again, the energy levels are going down and down, and there seems to be less way to deal with the fact that this creature is just sucking up their energy. And how do we kill this creature? Oh my goodness, as they try to run away from it, I like this. And there's just so much tension in this episode, which is why I'm saying so much of it, right? I love this episode's tension building. It's literal life or death here, right? We're in the vastness of nothing. You don't know what's out there. Where are the freaking stars? We're just in darkness. This is a scary situation to be in. I don't wish this situation on anyone I hate. All right, just to say that much. And so we got the USS Enterprise. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to take all the power. We're gonna divert it. And we're gonna do one lurch forward. Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh, we're still in the darkness. That's so weird. Well, I guess we maintain a little bit of a close, we got some distance on it. Oh my goodness, what is that thing? And I'm looking at this, I'm like, what is this thing? This thing that they're looking at? This is definitely the source of what's taking their energy. It's a giant amoeba, and it's about 11,000 miles long. Does anyone know how long the Earth is? I know from side to side, America is about 3,000, give or take a couple thousand miles or so. It's this is a big boy. This is a big boy. Too much food. Anyway, so we got this big old giant amoeba. It's a single cell. One single cell is 11,000 feet long. Imagine how many cells we have and how tiny they are, right? Imagine all the cells we had. One of them was 11,000 miles long, and then there's just millions of them. How much of the freaking galaxy that would take. So anyway, I'm just thinking how big this boy is. So Spock's like, all right, here's what we gotta do. The only thing we can do is to take a shuttlecraft out there and get more information on it. And I like this feud. We got McCoy and Spock both volunteering to go down. They both have very good reasons on why they should go down. And I like how Kirk's like, I'll decide. He decides Spock because he's more physically able to deal with the pressures of space and having your life systems be pretty critically low. And so Spock goes to the shuttlecraft, goes down to the amoeba, gets some information on it. Oh, hey, there's a nucleus. Oh, the nucleus is over there. Here it is. All right, everyone. I got a definitive way to kill this guy. And says this thing, some of it is lost in transmission because there's so much interference, and we got to figure out what to do. Oh, antibodies. I like this clever thinking. So they're thinking as it's a virus, right? It's a virus taking over the galaxy. How do you cure a virus? Antibodies. Well, we could be the antibody to this big amoeba. We have the big old brain plan of going straight into the membrane, taking this antimatter bomb, sticking it to the nucleus, then trying to get our way out of there, trying to grab Spock. Uh-oh, we lose some power. We lose all energy. Wow, we're just stuck here. And then boom, big old explosion. And they're out and safe. I was like, oh my goodness. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time watching this because of how tense it is. I don't think I've seen a Star Trek episode with this much stakes and this much tension. I know there's Klingon episodes where they have to fight the Klingon, and it's a little bit tense, but this is like intensely intense. They're losing all of their energy. I'm like, how are they gonna deal with it? And they're all like making records, like, you know, if this somehow gets out, I just want to make sure that everyone here listed is given special recognition. And I'm like, ooh, they're saying goodbye to their life. They're about to die in their mind until this miracle happens where the bomb go explode and it pushes them out and now they're safe. And I'm just thinking, wow. Tension relieved, and that's the end of the episode. I'm like, whoa! That was an intense episode. It kept me glued onto the screen, made me on the edge of my seats. I was like, whoa, this is an awesome episode. If you have not seen this episode, please, you gotta watch it. If you're gonna watch any Star Trek episode, right? Forget Trouble with Tribbles. Watch this one. This is a really good Star Trek episode. It's so good that I gotta give it, it's a solid, oh my goodness. I usually don't give Star Trek reviews this high, but I think it really deserves this high of a score. It deserves a 9 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20. You know us at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if it helps support the daily grindiness of all the daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find the way. You can also support the daily grind of all the daily movie reviews, so you can go here. And until next time, I'm mint salad sauce. You like to my salad croutons and bacon bits. Boop. Beam me up.